Hey guys, it's been a while. I had a crazy ass New Year's Eve and everything. I spent time with some friends and everything, and now I thought I'd be back because welcome to 2025. It's Black Ops 2 Nuketown End Days, and today we get a different type video for y'all. Because guess what day it is? That's right, it's Amary Thursdays, and it's the first time I'm ever doing a fan mail life advice video for y'all. So I hope you all enjoy. So the message states he was wondering if I had any opinion on loneliness in comparison to being in a relationship and why being single isn't a terrible thing. He also felt like people often have this perception of relationships that it will make them happy, but in fact it won't. It's like trying to put a piece together that simply doesn't fit. Just wondering what your opinion was on it and if you could make a video about the topic. Well, first of all, I want to say is thank you for reaching out and being part of the first Amari Thursday. So here's what I want to say. Loneliness is a very hard thing to overcome in some ways of life, you know? Yeah, it can get hard and everything, but guess what? There's a lot of time and room for a lot of people who are lonely to try to improve on themselves before they put themselves out there to love somebody else. Because I have seen people who fucking are very insecure and lonely and stuff, but then they go out and constantly date around and try to constantly find that right person without working on themselves first. And they always wonder why all these women keep leaving them and shit, you know? I'm a guy who's been single for most of my life, right? And I gotta say is that there was times where I was a bit happier just being single with some good friends than with people where I was in a relationship, but that I just wasn't happy because of the fucking type of partner I had. My opinion about loneliness is that it's just how you perceive things. Because I realized when I was very lonely that the way I was feeling, that other people were not looking at me the same negative way that I was when I was feeling very lonely. Especially there was times where I felt kind of unattractive or ugly. But then I actually had some people in the past come up to me and tell me that hey, you actually look kind of cute, or hey, I like your eyes or something. Even if it wasn't always like a flirtatious compliment and stuff, I was really surprised that some people actually did actually compliment me on my appearance and made me realize maybe I wasn't the worst looking dude after all. Once I kind of got stuff like that, I realized, man, I really been overthinking on this loneliness journey because, yeah, it sucks. Don't get me wrong; it can be very heartbreaking, and there's times where you can have the blues and stuff. But I feel like if you step up and take advantage of all that time you have when you're lonely and work on something like a passion project, or not even just that, just go out and meet people, have fun, go to a fucking bar or party if that's your thing. It really does branch you out on more opportunities if you take advantage of them, and that's what I learned when I got older too. Loneliness is actually what you make it in the long run. It's okay to cope and be upset about it there for a certain period of time, but you also got to get up and do something about it, or else you're just going to be dwelling and drowning in your own misery, and no one likes that. Being single really isn't that bad. There's actually a lot of hidden perks that you can get when you're single. So I definitely would advise just to try to just enjoy everything that you have going on in your life. And this also, don't be afraid to talk to women either, because there's a lot of people who overthink the shit. Women are just people too, just got boobies and vajayjays, you know? Fucking just go out and talk to them, see what happens. Yes, if you're very socially anxious and stuff about it, take it slow, but slowly pull out yourself out of your comfort zone, or else you're gonna be fucking, gonna be forcing it too hard, Take it baby steps at a time. And I gotta say is that dating someone just to date someone is extremely overrated in my opinion. Like you gotta really have a good vibe with the person and fucking have great connection in general, because there's a lot of people who are just physically attracted to each other and shit. They'll get together, but then they realize they got nothing more than just that. And it's more than just like what's on the outside appearance of everything physically. It's everything spiritually too. And if you don't fucking realize that when you're older, you might have a harder time because the dating pool does shrink when you get older, unless you want to go for someone younger if you're in your 30s. But then again, it could get creepy after a while if you don't fucking, lock in. Being single also gives you a sense of what you want to do with your life before you do find that relationship and stuff. I noticed because there's a lot of people who try to get their shit together while they're in a relationship, but I feel like that extra pressure is just unnecessary if you are finding yourself single and having a hard time finding a partner. Just get all the things you need to get together first and try to get that out of the way, all the necessities, and just a place to live, a car, and it depends on the job too if you want, but if you want a higher paying job, go for it now before you do find somebody, if you do get into a nice serious relationship. And if you're having very serious loneliness blues, take a deep breath, Breathe in and out. Tell yourself that you mean and you matter, because most of the time, most people don't deserve the way the hell they feel. And also, just go outside if you need to. Take a walk. Look at the breath, fresh air. I know it might be a little cold right now, but just go outside. Take a deep breath. Just enjoy everything that you have going on around you. If you have a loving family, if you have good parents, if you have a great relationship with siblings and stuff, or just all your friends and homies, just appreciate everything while you're feeling this way. And sometimes when you're lonely or single, you do see the flaws of a relationship a lot more clearly than someone who's been, in a relationship for a while. Because there's some people I've seen outside in public who go on nasty fights. They fight, like they fucking, throw shit at each other. They're all toxic and crap. Like you realize, like, damn, I am very happy that I'm not in this situation. I am so glad that I am just living a peaceful life right now and working on myself. And I also, these type of like fights and everything, and women and whatever the fuck it is that's coming after them, it gives you a good like motivation of try not to date someone that's like that's toxic like that. Date someone that's really nice and humble if you could find them. And it can be hard sometimes because you don't know how people show their true colors until later. But it is fucking a nice feeling when stuff like that happens. Thank you guys for listening. I want to give a big shout out to Terry for that question and asking my opinion on it. Thank you so much for being the first Amary Thursdays. And thank you so much, like I said again, for having such a good topic, because this is an awesome one for a very good fan mail video. From what I could read is I hope you're doing very well, and I hope you're comfortable being single. And if you are feeling lonely, I hope you are working on your goals and dreams and trying to get shit done, man. And I hope you keep your head up if you are struggling with these feelings. Alrighty, everybody. That is the only question I got for Amary Thursdays this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you all to see y'all in the next video, because I'm looking forward to having a great start to the new year, and 2025 has already been off to a good start. So I'm very ecstatic to see what may happen in the future. Y'all keep your head up, smile, and I'll see y'all in the next video.